Did you know that one simple vitamin could be the reason you're feeling tired, foggy, or even moody? It's called vitamin B12, and most people have no idea how important it really is. Let's uncover why this vitamin is crucial for your brain, blood, and energy, and what happens if you're not getting enough. Vitamin B12 is a vital nutrient that plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health. It is essential for the production of red blood cells, which help transport oxygen throughout the body, and it supports the proper functioning of the nervous system. Vitamin B12 is also important for DNA synthesis and cell division, making it critical for growth and development. A deficiency in this vitamin can lead to serious health issues such as anemia, fatigue, memory problems, and nerve damage. Since the body does not produce vitamin B12 on its own, it must be obtained through diet or supplements, especially for individuals who follow a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle. Ensuring an adequate intake of vitamin B12 is key to maintaining energy levels, cognitive function, and overall well-being. Vitamin B12 and red blood cells. Anemia prevention. A vibrant bloodstream filled with healthy red blood cells labeled "powered by vitamin B12." Side-by-side comparison. Normal red blood cells versus enlarged cells from B12 deficiency, megaloblastic anemia. Human figure with a glowing circulatory system, highlighting the role of B12 in red blood cell production. Vitamin B12 capsule floating above a bone marrow cell factory producing red blood cells. Close-up of a red blood cell with a glowing B12 symbol at its center. Food sources of B12, e.g., eggs, meat, dairy, forming red blood cells as they enter the body. Medical illustration of anemia symptoms, fatigue, pale skin, fading away with vitamin B12 intake. A superhero-style vitamin B12 fighting off anemia with a shield marked RBCs. Time-lapse concept of red blood cells increasing in number after taking vitamin B12 supplements. Cross-section of bone marrow showing red blood cell production enhanced by B12/11. Infographic. How B12 helps prevent anemia, with arrows connecting B12 to red blood cell benefits. Animated flow of oxygen-rich red blood cells traveling through veins labeled, "Thanks to B12." Split image, left side pale and tired, anemic. Right side vibrant and active, with B12. Person holding a B12-rich meal with icons showing improved blood health and energy. Zoomed-in microscope view of red blood cells. Regenerating with a sparkle effect labeled Vitamin B12 Boost, Vitamin B12, and birth defect prevention. Pregnant woman with a glowing womb, surrounded by icons of vitamin B12 and healthy baby development. Vitamin B12 capsule protecting a developing fetus like a shield, labeled neural tube support. Cross-section of fetal development stages with vitamin B12 flowing in through the placenta. Infographic of a baby's brain and spine forming properly, with B12 molecules assisting the process. Pregnancy supplement bottle labeled B12 next to an ultrasound image of a healthy fetus. Side-by-side comparison of fetal development with and without sufficient B12 intake. Pregnant woman eating B12-rich foods, fish, eggs, dairy, with glowing effects on fetal health. Neural tube image being completed by a glowing strand of vitamin B12 molecules. Mother and fetus connected by an umbilical cord shaped like a vitamin B12 strand. Timeline showing early pregnancy and the critical window for B12 in preventing neural tube defects. Fetal brain and spinal cord illustration labeled "Protected by vitamin B12 and folate." Happy, healthy newborn with B12 icons floating around, symbolizing prenatal protection. Medical chart showing reduced risk of neural tube defects with adequate B12 levels. Pregnant woman holding her belly with a protective glowing vitamin B12 aura around her. 3D rendering of a baby developing in the womb with key vitamins like B12 and folic acid highlighted. 3. Bone health and osteoporosis prevention. Human skeleton with glowing strong bones labeled "supported by vitamin B12." Side-by-side image of healthy bone versus porous osteoporotic bone with a B12 icon on the healthy side. Vitamin B12 capsules strengthening bones like bricks, reinforcing a wall. Infographic showing the role of vitamin B12 in bone density maintenance. Older adults smiling and walking confidently, with glowing bones labeled "Thanks to B12." Close-up of bone cells, osteoblasts and osteoclasts, with B12 helping balance their activity. Healthy spine image with each vertebra labeled with B12 benefits. Cracked bone being repaired or sealed by flowing B12 molecules. Wow. Meal plate filled with B12-rich foods and a shield icon protecting bones. Postmenopausal. Woman taking a B12 supplement with a visual glow on her bones. Timeline of aging with decreasing bone mass, stabilized with vitamin B12 intervention. Skeleton holding a sign saying B12, Aish, strong bones with green check marks and health icons. Osteoporosis risk chart showing lowered risk with higher B12 intake. Illustration of bones absorbing nutrients, with B12 molecules entering bone tissue. Bone scan showing increased density after B12 supplementation, marked with before-after. Vitamin B12 and macular degeneration risk reduction. Close-up of a healthy eye glowing with clarity, surrounded by vitamin B12 symbols. Side-by-side image, clear vision versus blurred vision from macular degeneration, with a vitamin B12 shield on the clear side. An elderly person reading a book confidently, with a vitamin B12 bottle in the background labeled vision support. Cross-section of the retina showing the macula protected by a glowing vitamin B12 layer. Eye anatomy diagram highlighting the role of B12 in retinal health and blood vessel support. Vitamin B12 molecules flowing through blood vessels to nourish the retinas. Infographic showing how B12, B6, and folic acid lower homocysteine to support eye health. Magnified image of macular cells protected by vitamin B12 particles. Happy senior couple enjoying a scenic view, with the caption, "Clear vision starts with B12. Bottle of vitamin B12 supplement with icons for eye health, anti-aging, and reduced vision risk." Digital rendering of the retina before and after B12 intake, showing improved cellular integrity. An eye chart becoming clearer as a vitamin B12 capsule enters the bloodstream. Blue-tinted visual of macular degeneration progression slowing down under the influence of B12. Doctor pointing to a retinal scan, highlighting benefits of B12 in preventing degeneration. Eye shaped like a vitamin B12 pill. Glowing with symbols for vision and protection, vitamin B12, mood and depression relief. Brain glowing with calm, surrounded by serotonin icons and vitamin B12 capsules. Sad face transforming into a smiling face as a vitamin B12 pill enters the bloodstream. Person sitting in meditation or peace, with vitamin B12 symbols floating around the head. Neural pathways in the brain lighting up after vitamin B12 intake, labeled mood support. Side-by-side image, low energy and sadness on one side, joy and brightness after B12 supplementation. Infographic showing how B12 helps produce serotonin and dopamine to regulate mood. Vitamin B12 capsule acting as a bridge across a broken serotonin pathway in the brain. A gray, cloudy brain turning bright and colorful after receiving vitamin B12 funds 9. Illustration of a person getting out of bed with energy and happiness after taking B12. Smiling person with icons of sunlight, energy, and B12-rich foods around them. Mental health balance scale tipped toward positivity by vitamin B12. A stormy cloud over someone's head turning into sunshine with a glowing B12 supplement nearby. Happy neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, dancing around a vitamin B12 capsule. Mood tracker chart improving over days marked with vitamin B12 intake. Vitamin B12 bottle labeled Mood Booster, surrounded by relaxed, smiling faces. Vitamin B12, brain health and memory support 1. Human brain glowing with electric signals and surrounded by floating vitamin B12 icons. Memory maze inside the brain being lit up by vitamin B12 capsules. Neuron connections sparking with energy labeled Powered by B12. Older adult happily solving a puzzle or reading a book with a vitamin B12 bottle nearby. Before and after brain scan showing increased activity and clarity with vitamin B12 use. Illustration of a B12 molecule fitting like a key into a brain-shaped lock labeled Memory Boost. Brain cells, neurons, regenerating or repairing with the help of vitamin B12 particles, us. Young adult studying with focus, surrounded by icons of B12-rich foods and brain graphics. Vitamin B12 building a bridge between two parts of the brain, symbolizing memory retention. Cognitive function infographic showing vitamin B12's role in reducing brain fog and forgetfulness. Tree with branches shaped like neurons, being nourished by B12 from the roots. Elderly person remembering fond memories, with a glowing B12 icon above their head. 3D rendering of a brain protected by a glowing vitamin B12 shield. Stack of memory blocks with B12 at the foundation, labeled Focus, Clarity, Recall. Vitamin B12 capsule orbiting the brain with Orbi. 7 vitamin B12 and energy levels. Tired person slumped at a desk, transforming into an energetic version after taking vitamin B12. Battery icon over a human body. Low energy turning green and full after B12 intake. Vitamin B12 capsule, charging up a human silhouette like a power plug. Comparison. A sluggish, yawning figure versus a running, energetic one labeled with B12. Infographic showing how B12 helps convert food into usable energy, ATP production. Red, blood cells glowing brightly, supplying energy throughout the body thanks to vitamin B12. Calendar with fatigue symptoms fading day by day after adding B12 supplements. Human heart and lungs working efficiently after being fueled by vitamin B12. An exhausted person eating a B12-rich meal and quickly perking up. Sleepy brain with foggy clouds clearing up after vitamin B12 intake. A runner mid-stride with a trail of vitamin B12 capsules powering their movement. Meter labeled energy levels rising from red to green, with vitamin B12 shown as the source. Before and after desk scene. Fatigue versus productivity with a B12 supplement on the desk. Person yawning under a dim light bulb followed by a bright bulb turning on with B12. Infographic showing B12 deficiency symptoms, tiredness, weakness, low motivation, with icons for each. Vitamin B12 for hair, skin, and nails. Radiant woman with glowing skin, shiny hair, and strong nails surrounded by vitamin B12 symbols. Hair strands turning from dull to glossy as vitamin B12 flows through them like energy. Fingernails growing strong and smooth, powered by capsules of vitamin B12. Side by side. Image. Dry skin versus hydrated. Glowing skin with B12-rich foods nearby. Vitamin B12 bottle labeled Beauty from Within, surrounded by skin, hair, and nail icons. Illustration of skin cells regenerating and glowing after B12 intake. Brittle nails transforming into strong, healthy ones as B12 molecules attach. Healthy hair follicle absorbing vitamin B12 with roots glowing from nourishment. Hair care infographic showing how B12 helps with cell reproduction and oxygen delivery to the scalp. Woman eating a meal rich in B12 foods with beauty benefits, e.g. salmon, eggs, dairy. Microscopic view of skin layers glowing with hydration and vitality thanks to B12. Mirror reflection. Tired appearance on one side, vibrant look on the other with B12 glow. Cosmetic shelf with skincare labeled vitamin B12 inside, and icons for healthy hair and nails. Zoomed in image of smooth, elastic skin labeled nourished by vitamin B12. Hair, skin, and nail icons rising on a graph with a glowing B12 capsule at the base.